Good day, YouTubers. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. The professor, a historian who has correctly predicted the last 9 presidential elections, is now predicting that Donald Trump will win the 2020 presidential race unless he is impeached. This is, of course, the Donald. Interestingly, I predicted the win of Donald Trump when he was, he was such a long shot, and I absolutely did not think he would win because I watched the news. I did a grand tablet of the Magus, which uses all 54 cards or 108 cards, depending how you count, because I'll try to link it in the description. But on that grand tablet of the Magus, which is a huge spread using all the cards, I predicted Trump's win as well. And that's one of the first videos that started to pop for me. And that was before the 2016 election. So I'll link that. Let's read a little bit. Professor who has correctly predicted 9 presidential elections says Trump will win in 2020 unless the Democrats impeach. And I hear that they're trying to impeach now. So this guy is an American University professor. His name is, I don't know, it's here somewhere. Anyway, he's a dyed-in-the-wool Democrat, and he doesn't want Trump to win. But his name is Alan Lichtman, and he's at the American University. I used to live in D.C., so I know exactly where that is. I dated a crazy Romanian chick from the American University. That was fun for a few minutes, on the beach one night. Then after that, it was just regret. Anyway, so Lichtman has developed a system of 13 key factors that help determine whether the party in the White House will maintain its hold, according to CNN. The factors range from whether the party has an incumbent president running to the country's short and long-term economic conditions to foreign policy successes and failures. If the party loses out on 6 factors or more, he says they will lose the presidency. So essentially, this guy Lichtman, he made up 13 factors, and he just ticks them off, yes or no, pass or fail. And if they fail on 6 or more factors, he says they're going to lose the election. And he's predicted the last 9 presidential elections, whether Democrat or Republican. And as you can recall, Obama became president. He's a Democrat. Okay, all right. Lichtman cited scandal as a central factor in former Vice President Al Gore's loss in the 2000 presidential election after Clinton's impeachment process. So I find this topic very interesting. Let's see what the cards say. What are Trump's 2020 race favorability factors? Let's just get sort of a general, basis, past, future. What are Trump's favorability factors? And, what's really going on? Let's kind of see if we can get an overview before we drill down a little bit. Because obviously it's the economy, stupid. I mean, who would say that? Was that Clinton? It's the economy, stupid. And I loved Clinton. Okay, I thought he was an amazing president until I started studying him and found out about his body counts and the possible human trafficking. Oh my goodness. But was that Clinton? It's the economy, stupid? Wow. Something is up. Something is rotten in Denmark. Okay, so we have, oh, wow. Oh my goodness. This is cray. Okay, so tens are completion. We have an earthquake, and we have 10 diamonds, the inheritance, and karmic relationships. So something in Trump's relationships, okay, and Epstein just got killed, okay. I think he was murdered. He allegedly committed suicide, and I think we're going to take a look at this. But okay, so these are completion cards. The tens are completion. We have 2 relationship cards. We have player, which can be a philandering card. Okay, so this could indicate scandal in his past. The earthquake, everything that comes before is destroyed suddenly by the earthquake. So the foundation here, Trump is being represented by a disaster. Okay, everything that, and this may indicate that he may not win the 2020 election. Okay, and because of relationship, even though right now he's the president, he's the leader of the free world, because of people in his life and maybe possible infidelity, on the mind is deep-rooted situation and being president. But here's another sickness card. So we have sickness and disaster. Okay, this scapegoat, this is hiding on the bottom. So there's a scandal. I see a scandal looming for Trump, a big, big scandal. And, you know, people get through scandals. Clinton got through scandals, and I really admire him for how he got through his scandals. That's another reason I admired Bill Clinton. I don't admire the other Clinton, his wife, Hillary. I don't admire Hillary like I admire Bill. And the more Hillary's in front of the camera, the less I admire Bill, because it makes me look harder at Bill. So, okay, so is there a chance of impeachment? What is the chance of impeachment success? Maybe it's the impeachment that this is showing. Chance of impeachment success, because this guy says impeachment. Chance of impeachment success. All right. So no, full stop, broken, official, and messages or mustard seed here can be the impeachment documents, filing the legal documents, officially filing the legal documents, cut and broken, and this adds 25 spades, blocked, and no, it's just going to get stopped. The impeachment's going to go nowhere. Okay, so it's not the impeachment. This looks like scandal to me. Is Trump going to be caught in a scandal? Let's just ask, is Trump going to be caught in a big scandal before the 2020 election? And how bad will that be? Is Trump going to be caught in a big scandal? Before the 2020 election, because that's looking like scandal to me, because that's the only way they can bring him down. That's how they, okay, is Trump going to be caught in a big scandal? I got the yes. Everything's going to be exposed. Okay, they tried to get him on Russia, and there's nothing there, and they're still harping on Russia. Why? Because their mantra is Orange Man bad. Okay, and that's literally all they got. And so they're just going after him to personally tear him down. And that's what the impeachment is about. We don't like you, Mr. Trump. Orange Man bad. So is he going to get caught in another scandal before the 2020 election? Yes. Major blockage and conflict. 8 and 9, 17, which is 5 hearts, 2 5s. So change is coming up. They're going to put everything together and expose everything and cut him. So he is going to be caught in another scandal before the 2020 election, because that is the Democrats' strategy. It's a strategy of hate. We hate you, Mr. Trump, and we're just going to pretend that you hate other people, but we really hate you. And that's literally all they're doing. Okay, so is there a scandal that will rock the Democrats? Okay, we got, what's her name? We got Elizabeth Warren, Hiawatha, 1/6 billionth Indian. That should be a big scandal. And she kind of coasted through that. We've got Kamala Harris putting everybody in the world in jail in California. And, she's involved with that fake hate crime guy in Chicago. I forget his name. Are the Democrats going to get caught in a scandal? Is a scandal going to rock the Democratic side? Okay, because a scandal is going to really cause Trump some problems. Scandal going to rock the Democratic side. Incubus, succubus, money. Okay. Butterfly fence sitter, incubus, succubus, 11, 3 clubs. Reacting, talking. It looks financial to me. A financial scandal is going to be made public, and it's incubus, succubus is pretty bad. It's lying and thieving and a bad relationship with the people, addictions. So a financial scandal looks like malfeasance, misusing money, misusing donated funds for elections. Will Trump take the working class? Okay, because last time Trump, he took the working class. Okay, and that was a big deal. So the unions and the high school educated, the people who are plumbers, electricians, construction workers, they very much vote Democrat. Okay, and what happened is, because of the craziness going on in America, with all the problems that have just remain unsolved forever, like the border, the border problem needs to be solved. And it's not about complaining and calling people names. It needs to be solved. And it just keeps getting pushed to the next president and the next president and the next president. What's that called? That's called evil. That's called pure evil. So they need to solve that. So will the working class swing to Trump in 2020? Will the working class swing to Trump in 2020? Fox. Okay, so we have Fox, Jacob's Ladder, step by step, hand in hand, all the people, 4 clubs very opportunistically. So opportunistically to advance their own agendas. Fox is very selfish. The Fox will really focus on one thing. Okay, and I know a lot of you folks are going to think that I'm like a big time Republican. I'm not. I'm from DC, and I voted for Obama because of health care. I wanted to see nationalized health care. How did that turn out? It's a disaster. How can you do such a terrible job on nationalized health care? And I worked in federal contracting for a while. I did 7 years federal contracting. It is impossible for the drug prices not to be slashed 50% on the first day and to keep going down from there. How did the prices rise? I don't know. Something is rotten in Denmark, okay, because I know how to do this. And I'm not the president, but I worked in federal contracting. That's not my whole career, but for part of my career, I know how that works. And there's absolutely no way that the drug prices didn't go down 50% in every state on the first day, because that's how federal contracting works. The Fox is very, very self-interested, okay, and this advances them. So the people, 11 and 12, 23, 6 clubs. They do like Trump for specific things that he, in his platform, they like Trump. All right, so this is a very mixed reading, okay? I see Trump doing very well again. He's going to take the working class. That's really important. But here's a disaster. Can this scandal, this disaster, remove him from the presidential race? This 10 spades, this 8 spades. I'm looking at the 10 spades. Can this disaster remove Trump? Can it make him lose? Is it that bad? How bad is this 10 spades? Water into wine. Okay. All right, how bad is this 10 spades? Water into wine is a great lying card, because water doesn't turn into wine. It's something completely different. Water is completely different than wine. So 10 and 15, 4 clubs, very opportunistically. Okay, lying and speaking with a forked tongue, and it comes out lovers. How bad is it? The people are still going to love Trump, and I know the cartomancy community is tremendously liberal. And when I predicted the Trump winning, oh my God, people got crazy. They got really angry at me because they were all throwing their cards, and their cards were all lying to them and telling them Trump was going to lose and that Sanders was going to win. And a lot of the people, and Sanders didn't win and Trump didn't lose. Okay, and my cards, because I clear them with prayer before throwing them every time, and there's videos on how to do that, which is very important. And this is the same process as exorcism. Okay, so you really need to know how to do that. My cards truthfully spoke to me, and they predicted the Trump win very clearly. So how bad is this 10 spades? Lying, speaking with a forked tongue, 15. Opportunistically lying, speaking with a forked tongue, but okay. And this will come from the outside. Something comes from the outside. It just comes in from the outside, very opportunistically, from the crossroads, kind of like broadsides him. You know, this scandal will broadside him because he's going to get hit by a scandal. But I think he's going to come out smelling, this adds 3 hearts, and he's got love on the end. It's going to come from the outside and just hit him with a haymaker. But I think he's going to get through it. But he's definitely going to face a scandal, because that's the only strategy. That's the only strategy of the Democrats right now, which, in a word, the strategy of the Democrats is hate. That is the strategy. And I'm sad to say it that way, but it needs to be called out. That's the strategy. The strategy is hatred for Trump. And hatred is not a good strategy. Okay, you need to have you need to have solutions. What are you going to do about the border? What are you going to do about the economy? Because the economy is great. What are you going to do about the national debt? There's all kinds of things that need to be dealt with, and he's dealing with them. If you don't like how he's dealing with them, show us another way that we like. Okay, stop saying Orange Man bad. We hate Orange Man. Okay, come up with some solutions. Okay. All right, so let's review. Okay, so a huge scandal is going to hit Trump. It looks solid right now, very, very solid right now. And he is looking forward to the next election and winning it. But a big scandal is going to come, and it may be some kind of an infidelity scandal. Maybe. Okay, Will they have any success on the impeachment? They're starting to try the impeachment again because Orange Man is bad and they don't have anything else. No, it's going to go nowhere. It's going nowhere. Is Trump going to get embroiled in a big scandal before 2020? Because, even Daniel, they did this to Daniel in the Bible, who was thrown into the lion's den, who was thrown into the fiery furnace to be burned alive. Didn't work out against Daniel, but this is the oldest trick in the book. Okay, this is what the bad people do. They try to dig up scandals. That's what bad people do. Is Trump going to get hit by a big scandal? Yeah, it's going to be a big conflict. He's going to get hit, and all of this stuff is going to be exposed. He's going to be exposed for something. There is a scandal coming for Trump. Is there a scandal coming for the Democrats? Yes. There's also a scandal coming for the Democrats. You throw a scandal on Trump, Trump throws a scandal on you. Okay, and this looks like stealing and theft and misappropriation of money for the Democrats. Okay, is the working class going to swing toward Trump again? This actually looks like it. They really like some of the specific things that he's saying, and they really like how it could be whatever, how the economy's going, his position on healthcare, his position on the border, that he's finally doing something about the border, but something. Okay, like I loved Obama everybody loved Obama. Okay, there can be no argument about that. Obama, after he won the presidency, he set foot in Europe, and they just handed him the Nobel Peace Prize. That's how much that everybody loved Obama. Okay, he should have been the most successful president in the history of successful presidents. I don't think he was. Okay, because he had the whole world behind him. He had such a backwind. He had the wind at his back so well. And I don't think his presidency was tremendously successful. I don't think it was I don't think it was a disaster, but I don't think it was terribly successful. I think Trump is a much better president than, I'm going to get criticized for that. But I think Trump is amazing. He's a great leader. And that's what you need. Okay, so what if he offends you? He's a great leader. So they're really going to like something or a couple of things. The working class really likes something that Trump is doing, and it can be some hot issue. I loved Obama for the health care. He did a terrible job on it. I'm very upset about that. Okay, and that really changed my mind. Okay, but there's something that they're really going to love about Trump, and so they're going to vote for him. So this says win to me. Scandal for him, scandal for the Democrats. It's really bad. A whole bunch of lying and speaking with a forked tongue, but I think he's going to come out of it. So I still see Trump winning. I agree. I see Trump winning in 2020. He's going to have a big scandal, and it's going to be pretty bad, but I think he's going to get out of it, and he's still going to win. But this is a real mixed bag here. It's going to get really ugly before the election. It's going to get really ugly for Trump and a little bit ugly for the Democrats before the 2020 election, but I think he's going to get through it. So that's how I see it. That's your royalty today. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination and Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.